Hello, welcome to KNS 182A or B. This is our introduction class or syllabus day, I guess is what we would typically call it. So I want you to become familiar with some due dates listed on the syllabus. And first of all, most importantly, this is an odd semester as I am on maternity leave for our first 8 weeks of class here. So we will have online learning, asynchronous learning for our first 8 weeks. And then as soon as you come back from spring break, which I will remind you, we will start meeting traditional on-campus learning for those second 8 weeks. So this is KNS 182. This is Introduction to Kinesiology. When we begin meeting in person, we will meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you're in Section A, we'll meet from 8:35 to 9:25. If you're in Section B, we will meet from 9:35 to 10:25. Okay, so if you're in this class, you should be preparing to study something within our kinesiology department. So it might be health fitness administration, physical education, teacher education, health education, coaching emphasis, or exercise science. This is a 2-credit class. We will meet twice a week for 1 hour each. My information is listed here. I am Nicole Hochhalter. My email is listed below. Telephone number is my office number. So if you're needing to get a hold of me in the first 8 weeks, please email me. So please keep in mind that I will be our first child here. Our first baby boy is due on January 2nd. So I am going to be trying to navigate life with a new child along with responding to you guys. So I think that this is possible. I think that I will be able to do so, but if I don't respond within a few hours like I typically do, those of you that have had me in class before, please just keep in mind that I might be trying to navigate this new life that I have going on. But primary communication will be email. So nicole.hochhalter@uj.edu. If it is something that's urgent, please send it as an urgent message or type urgent in the subject line, and I will be sure to make note of that and then try to get back to you a little bit sooner. My office hours/availability hours are posted for the first 8 weeks. There will be availability hours that will take place online. Second 8 weeks, I will actually be in my office during those times. Our course description. This course is designed to allow students to discover diversity within the fields of physical education, exercise science, and sport within a wealth of careers. So the purpose of this class is to help you try to navigate what career path should you be going down and what's best for you. So with what you hope to go into, what career path is going to be best, whether you're looking and trying to figure out which graduate school you should go into. Maybe you should do athletic training. Maybe you should do physical therapy, occupational therapy. You're not really sure. We'll do some exploring of those different career paths. We will also work on creating a 4-year plan so that you know what classes to take when. Some of your advisors maybe asked you, do you know what classes you should be taking next semester? And you had no idea. Well, we will work on creating that within this class. There are some history chapters that we'll talk through. So your history chapters will talk about how physical education has evolved, how we brought it to the US, current programs, future programs. The intention is to broaden your understanding of the philosophies and programs within our current status of research. You will be expected to know the expectations of our health and physical education department through the student handbook. We'll have a day of that. Course material. So your course material is the Introduction to Physical Education, Exercise Science, and Sports Studies textbook. You should be able to find this textbook used. You may even be able to find it online. I will tell you that there are 2 assignments where you will need your textbook, so I recommend purchasing it. It's required for the class. If you can share it with someone, I'm more than okay with that. If you can figure out some sort of a sharing schedule, maybe you and your roommate are both taking this class, or you and a teammate, whatever, you will want to for sure use this text for these two assignments along with our history chapters. So those history chapters are chapters 7, 8, and 9. Those will be when we return to the classroom. We'll actually talk through those in person, but those chapters can be quite challenging if you are not used to, or if you don't excel in history related topics. Okay, so you just need that one textbook. Course objectives, we talked through that in our description. Assignments, a list of assignments are listed below. This list is subject to change, so the point system may change slightly. Most assignments are reflection-based assignments. And what I mean by reflection-based assignments is you are going to be asked to write a paragraph or respond to a question in paragraph-like format. You will be graded on grammar and sentence structure. I know that this is not an English class, however, you are in your last stepping stone to becoming a professional. So this is our 100 level class to just practice those different things. So proper grammar, sentence structure, be sure to spell check before you submit assignments. Those are just silly little ways to lose points on different assignments. So be sure to check all of that before submitting. A few quizzes will be given. There's 3 quizzes during the history chapters. Additional in-class assignments may be given if needed. There are 3 exams and 1 major project. Exams are, the first exam will take place online. It will be multiple choice, true, false, fill in the blank, or short answer. Our second and third exam will take place in person. Further details about the project will be given later on. Okay, so as I mentioned, this class will be asynchronous online in MyUJ for the first 8 weeks. What asynchronous means is you are expected to learn at your own pace. So we will not have like scheduled Zoom lecture times. I have recorded all of our Zoom lectures from the current semester that I'm teaching this class in right now, and those will be posted in MyUJ, and you can see the link here listed in the syllabus. So we will then transition to in-person learning, second 8 week of class. Your learning expectations are to first read the chapter, second, watch the recorded lecture. Links are found in the syllabus or under the recorded lecture tab in MyUJ. Complete the assignment listed in MyUJ by the due date specified. So you will be given 1 week to complete the assignments. Please stay on track. I'm not going to be able to give, those common reminders to get assignments in like I typically am able to, just with how busy it's going to be this semester. I am asking that you guys take the initiative, start mapping out, get your planners out, write down when assignments open and when they close. So you can see both of those dates in MyUJ. If you're someone who likes to stay on track and work on it as soon as it opens, write down the open date, know that it's going to close or be due 1 week later than that, and keep yourselves on track. Please do not fall behind in this class because that will just create issues further down the road. Exam 1 will take place in MyUJ, like I mentioned. Here's our syllabus. So these links are to all of the recorded lectures. Your assignments are listed off to the far right here. So assignment 1, why are you interested in? It's a reflection assignment. You're just going to tell me what you're going into, why that interests you. Org web search, behavior disposition survey. We have a review day. There's Quizlets created. Please use the Quizlets to study for the exam. So you can see on January 28th, exam 1 opens. On the 2nd, it will close. Your career perspective project will be assigned on this day. On the 2-4, we will talk more about that when we begin in-person classes. You're then expected to watch a video recorded by Heidi Larson and write your reflection on that. Focus 2 assignment. Okay, then you have Chapter 6, Preparation for a Career. 4-year planning instruction video is recorded. Please watch this 4-year planning video, and then you got 2 days to try to work on your 4-year plans, and then you'll turn them in MyUJ. Your Career Perspectives project is your big project. That opens up right before spring break. The instructions and the rubric can be found on that within MyUJ under resources, also found under the assignment. So if you just click on your Career Perspectives project, you will see the instructions and the rubric for grading on there. If you are able to start this over spring break, that's great. If not, that's okay as well. Oops, I'm misspeaking here. It is due right before you leave for spring break. So we'll open, when does it open? Let me see back here. It opens on the 4th and is due the 4th. So you have a full month to work on your Career Perspectives project. I'm going to go ahead and hop over here and show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, your Career Perspectives project is right here. And what you will find when this opens is you will find your rubric. So this rubric is what I plan to use to grade you guys. So if you want to score an expert rating in every category, you have to do what it spells out within the expert category. Yours will look a little bit different. So remember that mine is on the instructor view right now. Let me make sure I'm sharing this. Okay. Your instruction page is right here. So you need to create a brochure based upon the career of your choice. You also need to write a 1 to 2 page paper explaining why the career content areas go together. It spells out all 9 of the different aspects that you must have within your brochure. Job outlook, write your 1-page paper, and then I have my rubric listed again. There is a sample underneath the resource tab if you're trying to figure out what a brochure looks like or what I'm looking for. You can find a past student. I have posted his or her brochure under the resource tab so that you can see what we're looking for there, or see what I'm looking for. If you have any questions on this project, just send me an email. And then we'll go to spring break. We come back and we will begin those in-person classes on the 16th. Begin with our history chapters. Grade distribution, you can see here every exam, something I want to highlight quick. Every exam is worth 50 points each. That big project, that brochure project that I was just going through, is worth 100 points. So that is why you have 1 month to work on it. It takes place of exam 2. Please put a lot of time and effort into that brochure project. Make your brochure look good, make it presentable, make sure that you don't have any typos, make sure that you include a QR code. To create a QR code, just type in QR generator, put some sort of a website that pertains to your project within there. Most of the time our students link their organization, their professional organization of their career path, whatever you want to do there. Just make sure that you get the expert column of everything within my grading rubric, and you will receive those 100 points if you do good work. Okay, grading scale is listed. This is no different. This is pretty common UJ-wide. One thing I want to highlight is our late work policy. So all work is due at the start of class or upon the due date specified in my UJ. Late work can be turned in at a later date. However, please know that 10% will be deducted per day late. That is not per class session. That is every day that it's late. 10% is deducted per day. So you are still, it's worth completing your work late. It's better than getting a 0 in the grade book, but just please know that that 10% will be deducted per day, and that's automatically going to take place in MyUJ when you submit those assignments. Okay, class participation and attendance. When we begin our in-person learning, we have this kinesiology-wide attendance policy. So what this means, I should start up here. It is the responsibility of a student to notify the instructor prior to any class absence. So a grade of 0 will be given if you missed work that took place during class and it was an unexcused absence. So unexcused absence are anything where you do not attend class and you do not tell me. So unexcused would be things like missing class due to oversleeping, personal travel, work, vacation, or illness. Okay, our outlier there is illness. Right now I'm recording this on the 16th of November. We're in the height of the pandemic. We got to see what illness looks like when in March, if where we're at as far as the pandemic. Most of like this semester, I've made a major exception to that. If you're sick, I want you to stay home and attend on Zoom. So that's the only one that that's stay tuned on that one. Any illness can become excused with a doctor's note. Yes, that's absolutely going to be true. An excused absence would be you missing class because you have a basketball game or any sort of extracurricular. That's excused. The other excused would be like if you're, I don't know, I'm going to start talking quarantine and we got to just hold off until March. So stay tuned on the illness one. We'll talk about that further when we start meeting in person. So how our attendance policy works, which this will start as soon as we meet in person after spring break, you get 2 freebies. So 2 freebies where if you have perfect attendance, you get a plus 2% added to your final grade, but you have 2 chances where you can miss class and it will not negatively affect you. If you miss class twice because you had to work and you overslept, fine, there's no change to your final grade. But you are awarded if you do have perfect attendance. So that plus 2%, that could mean taking you from a 90 to a 92, depending on what grade you finish the semester with. Maybe you finished with an 88% and you're bummed because you're really close to that A minus, but you aren't quite there. If you had perfect attendance and you get the plus 2, that will bump you up to that A minus. So attendance really can help benefit you within this class and within all of our KNS classes. More than 5 unexcused absences will result in an F in the class. Please do not let yourself get to this point. I don't even like talking about this. This does happen frequently. Please do not get to 5 unexcused absences. If you have some sort of an extenuating circumstance, there's something major going in your life, come talk to me. Come talk to me, send me an email, however you want to communicate it with me. I'm more than willing to work with you. I get that life happens, big things, little things. No matter what is going on, please just come talk to you. Maybe you just quit your sports team and you're feeling down in the dumps. Whatever it may be, come tell me before I mark you a bunch of unexcused absences and then we're trying to figure something out at the end of the semester. Okay, last couple things here. Class etiquette comes down to one main rule: respect. So when we meet in person, I ask that you are respectful during our class time. So by showing respect, please do not be on your phone the full class period. I mentioned here, keep phones stored away. I should never see them on the table. I still need to change this, but if I see your phone once or twice, I'm okay. Like, the class will go on. We're okay there. But if I see you scrolling on your phone, not paying attention, scrolling Facebook, Instagram, maybe sending some Snapchats, that's when I'm going to ask you to, well, I'll probably give you a warning and then ask you to dismiss yourself because that's disrespectful to myself and the rest of the class. If you need to respond to a quick 1 or 2 texts during 50 minutes, I'm okay with that. And a quick response would be like, yeah, you have to get back to mom or dad, yes, no type of a thing, and put your phone right back away. No computer usage in the lab unless we are having a computer day, no headphones, and no chewing tobacco. So that is our syllabus for 182. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to meeting you guys in March. And if anything comes up or something didn't quite make sense, you got to talk to me about something. Like I mentioned before, shoot me an email. Send me an email as soon as you can. I will get back to you at my earliest convenience. My goal is to respond to emails within 24 hours, but we'll stay tuned on that. Okay. If you guys think of anything, take care and I'll look forward to meeting you.